I'm taking the moment, starting all over. I wanna be free and live my own life in a new galaxy.
Hi, hello everyone. Hey, Vale. I'm doing good. Honestly, kind of had to psych myself up to do this, and I'm not sure when Helldive is coming back. I mean, I'm not sure. I probably, I want to say next week, but I'll probably be busy next week. So probably the week after? No, not the week after. I've got something special planned for the 28th because it's not my birthday. Oh, okay, yeah. No, I'll probably be in November because, like I said, probably not gonna be able to do any streaming because I'll be kind of busy next week. And the week after, Well, the 28th of October is a very special day, and I'm going to be doing a pretty special stream. So I do what we'll go back to Helldivers at some point. Yeah, but it's good to see you, Vale. How are you doing? We're doing Astro's playroom. We started a couple of weeks ago now, and I thought we'd have a little look at the artifacts we got. And for anyone who doesn't know what the hell's what they're looking at, Astro's Playroom is a free game that came preloaded with the PS5. Sorry, and it is basically a nice, easy, straightforward game where you go through and collect artifacts or little bits and pieces or products from the 20-odd year history of PlayStation. Starting with, of course, the PS1, the original PlayStation, and when it wasn't called PlayStation, when it wasn't the PS1, it was just the PlayStation. And yes, I'm old enough to remember playing on one of these. And the PlayStation controller, without the thumbsticks. Honestly, I don't know how people played without them. I guess there were some games that didn't necessarily need thumbsticks, and yeah, these things had to be directly connected. These things were directly connected to the console. You literally, I mean, nowadays you just have to worry about keeping a controller charged, and sometimes you have to have them. Sometimes they're plugged into the controller. Back then, they were literally connected all the time. Like the original PlayStation game disc, coated in black ooze. Yeah, these bad boys had black on the back. The memory card. Oh yeah. To be fair, I can't play with wireless. That's fair enough. Teeth marks. Yeah, there's a video by PlayStation Access a PlayStation Access video by Rob Pearson did. One of their Friday features of times we rage quit and did stupid things after, I believe. Yeah, basically he said that still trying to beat Alex Kidd. Alex Kidd? Yeah. The video, there was a section in it where he was talking about what happened to his controller when playing Rocket League. I almost said Fortnite there. Apparently there were a few bite marks in his controller from moments that were rage-inducing. And going back to this, one time he was playing one of the God of War games, and he got so frustrated that he threw the controller, and it was a PS2 controller, PS2 game, and he ended up yanking the PlayStation out. Basically, the controller went flying, and then the PS2 came with it, and well, you can probably work out what happened. It involved a effective immediate shutdown of the console. Yeah, the memory card. Back in the days when these things were external and not inbuilt. No longer overnight pauses. Can't imagine keeping a PlayStation on for... Oh. A PlayStation mouse. We'll have a ball with this. Yeah, I never did. PlayStation multi-tap. Another thing, I didn't use this, but I did see it used, and it is kind of cool. The DualShock. Yeah, the first DualShock where they added the thumbsticks. Still have to worry about the connecting to the controller. Those apes can't escape now. Pocket Station. Another thing I didn't get, but if it was big in Japan, well, last try. Flipping genius. An LCD monitor for, well, for the PS1 apparently. The DualShock 2. Well under pressure. Nice black thing. Is this even the most powerful physics? Considering we'd entered the new generation and games are being more advanced. Getting more advanced even. Yeah. 8 megabytes. Man alive. What the? Oh. Okay. 8 megabytes. Can anyone imagine the fact that games used to be this small? Honestly, don't devs these days know of this thing called data compression? Honestly. Yeah, PS2 multi-tap. Because if the PS1 can have one, why not the PS2? Guaranteed fun on tap. Buzz controller. Something else I never played, but I did see this thing. Let's get quizzical. And we're back to the start. Because we were part way through. Let's get back. They should take notes nowadays. Yeah, they should. To be fair, you look at Warframe. Warframe has been going for like 12, 13 years, maybe? Yeah, 12 years. And it's still pretty big, but when you've got games like Destiny 2 that's creeped over 100, it's like, really? Oh my gosh. Anyway, welcome back to CPU Plaza. We have PlayStation Labo, where we can see. Oh yes, I had artifacts and puzzle pieces that we'd found in the SSD Speedway. And speaking of SSD Speedway, go back. Yeah, I remember those 15 save slots. I do vaguely remember those, and that reminds me of another story that Rob had. Can't remember what video it was, but he mentioned that it involved. I can't remember the video. It was something to do with. I'm not sure if it was the one involving tragedies, but it was basically he talked about the fact that it was. Oh, we've got a bit of Devil May Cry over here. Hey, Phil! Hey! Finally used your self-promo in your channel. It's pretty good. We were just looking at the artifacts that I've acquired so far. And I had a ghosty Frozen Veil was in here a little bit ago. Yeah, it's good to see you, man, and hopefully you'll. Well, see what we can do. Oh. Oh yeah. Like, as I was saying, those are awesome. Rezo gun? Or is that Wipeout? Sure, I think that's more Wipeout. I should play that. Yeah. Yeah. But to finish... Okay, so... To finish what I was saying about Rob. It was... I honestly can't remember the video. But... It was involving the fact that PlayStation games... The original PlayStation only had 15 slots. 1 second. The PS1, the original PlayStation, only had 15 slots, and apparently it was involving like moments where you gaming moments where you that is. I really should look this up because I'm completely spacing on what I'm trying to say. Oh, what we got? Hey, we got a PS2 disc, Blue is the New Black. And whoa, I've never seen that before. There's a cityscape on the back of the disc in the reflection. Yeah, the original PlayStation discs were coated in black. Guess who came in blue? But to give a okay, so to TLDR, it was moments where you accidentally saved, either you saved over your own save, or someone saved over it, or someone else saved over your progress, and it involved his dad, Rob's dad, playing. I can't remember what the game was, but I think it was either probably Final Fantasy. He had several hours worth of. Oh yeah, and we. this is that box I did. That box I just opened. It's a callback to the Astrobot rescue mission where you get power-ups, and they continue that in the Astrobot Astrobot game, which I do have now. I have since got hold of that game. But yeah. Oh yeah, and in this game we get a minigun. And here's our second artifact. The eye toy. Keeps your granny entertained. I did have one of those. It was kind of fun, but it didn't really grab me. It was one of those things where it was a nice little thing, and there were some games. I mean, there was a SpongeBob game that used it that was kind of fun. And I'm just gonna get finished off with Rob's thing. He basically had several hours in a JRPG, may or may not have been Final Fantasy, can't remember. And then his dad basically decided to do a Gran Turismo thing, and Gran Turismo took up 5 of the slots. He erased several hours worth of Rob's progress in a JRPG. Sure, it wasn't you. Rob's older than me, Sleazy. The first window cleaning game ahead of the book. Oh, Odin, that was your fault. Oh, I still got that thing. Yeah, seriously, Rob's older than me. A lot older. Well, maybe not that much, but yeah, he's old. I wouldn't have done that. I mean, I probably would have asked for my own PlayStation, to be honest. Yeah. And so Rob's dad just deleted the save, played Gran Turismo once, and then never played it again. Yeah. And that reminds me of a story. That reminds me of the time when I was thoroughly enjoying PS4. And I was enjoying PS4. I know what I'm doing, game. Okay. Okay, let me just... Oh, wow. You can tell I've played it. But that little anecdote about Rob reminds me of when I was playing I was on my PS4. And I was just having a good time. And then my save for Lego City Undercover gets corrupted. That sucks, obviously. Just delete the save, start over again. Take a wild guess as to what I did instead. Did I select just the corrupted save file? Or did I select every single save file I had at the time? No, I somehow collected. I somehow selected select all, and deleted everything. Everything. Oh man. I was like, oh man. Yeah, I know, I don't know how I managed it. I wasn't paying attention. It's very much a case of, I know what you're probably going to say. It's very much a case of, really, I know, yeah. It's like, how could I possibly do this? Oh, man. The agony was real that day. The agony was real. Oh, man. But yeah, we are now into the final part of SSD Speedway. Which honestly is a lot harder than the first. Oh, yeah, that's why. That's why. And I spent so many. Okay. Funny how getting into this area is easier than getting out. No. Yeah. Yeah, I know that. Sorry. Hey. Now this I had it in silver, but yeah, I had a PS2 Slim. The silver PS2 Slim with matching controllers. Those were such a good time. And if anyone's paying, and based on the title of today's stream, yeah, I probably spent quite a lot of time in the 2000. What's that? Wait, what am I doing? I spent so much time in the PS2, the 2005 Star Wars Battlefront game. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if that was actually my most played game of all time. Okay, let me just Oh, you. That bit is always hard. On the plus side, it means I get more coins, does it? Okay. Okay. Yeah. The SingStar microphone. Your neighbors will be thrilled. Yeah. And you can actually interact with it. You can make it do what it was doing. I think it was picking up my streamer mic, actually. Okay. Just checking I've got everything because right up here is the boss room. Yeah. Really easy boss. Yay! Oh man, how many times did I hear this sound? And this screen. Oh, this game is one big nostalgia trip. Even though there are some games I didn't necessarily play, man, this game is Astro's Playroom is so good. And here we have the main PS2, released in 2000, if that's anything to go by. PlayStation 2, 2000, a games odyssey. Okay. Here's the rest of the stuff. Let's do some more gacha. Okay, 1078 points go. Yeah, dead dub thing. Ooh, that's fun. PSP camera. Portable cameras, they'll never catch on. Yeet. Various iterations of the PlayStation logo. Playing on the PS1. PS2 network. That's all networking. Another thing I never used. Just like that portable camera for the PSP. I do have a PSP. Oh, right. The GPS receiver helps you find your way around any dark dungeon. Okay. $128 bits. That's so cool. Oh yeah. That's... Okay, PS2 done. Move on to new speedrun challenges. I might do those again. Might not. I mean, you do get a trophy for completing all of them and having a combined time that's under 60 seconds. I don't know. Can't remember. But it's not crucial. Oh, look, the CPU's playing on a PSP. Let's go to Cooling Springs. PS3 era. This was the demo of it, area available for this. It's weird considering this. Essentially, this area is. This whole game, you can finish this really quick. But anyway, this is probably one of my favorites because with how the DualSense works, you feel, well, you can actually feel like you're in the water when you're in there. Ugh. Yeah. This is Pop Die Beat. Whacking colors. A little bit of Kratos and Atreus. Or oh, right. Yeah, I asked that. As I was sort of saying, it's not the end of the world if you die, because, well, if you're willing to do that sort of thing, you can basically farm coins. And you probably will be doing a lot of replaying these other levels in order to get all the gotcha thingies, because that way you won't get every single artifact probably to the level. Here's the DualShock 3 wireless controller. Can you say 6-axis fast 10 times? No. I'm getting tongue-tied just thinking about it. Six axis. Yeah, see that? Oh gosh. Oh, whoops. Oh, those bugs left. There we go. Oh. A little feature that they did in honor of, well, in anticipation of, well, in the run-up to Astro Bot release is, there's some extra bots that you can find by doing a bunch of things in each of the levels, and I'll probably do those. Just gonna have to oh, hold on back. The next PSI this ain't complete. How well that went. I kind of missed the PS3. I went PS1, PlayStation / PS1, PS2, Wii. Then I think I got my PS4 before I got the PS3. Before I got my PS3. And then I got my PS5. But the thing with the other box, yeah, box, I'll have to look up the solution to that because, well, I think this is concrete genius. Yeah, that's really cool. But I've completed the story for it. Just kind of got stuck in, well, 100%ing. So about this one. That's the last. Oh, over here. Yep, there it is. Okay, let's move on to the next area. A little bit of. It's funny how. The funny thing is, you get to this point and it stops. Yet you go back and it kicks up again. Now this is, out of all the areas in this game, this one is probably the one I want to spend the most time in. It's just so chill. I love how when he's in water, Astro gets a little ring to help him swim. And yet in Astrobot he doesn't get. He can actually properly. Is I don't know. I think I know the name of that game, but oh, and I almost forgot something. I discovered this at one of my playthroughs, but this bot knows how to chill. You can literally just stay here. I can literally just sit here. This could be the stream. This, yeah. But we'll be here forever if I do that. Oh, we're really fast. Oh, oh yeah, the track. The track is what. The seat, and it's a frog suit, sort of. It's a frog suit insofar as you jump around. You can either do a very basic jump that doesn't get you very far, or you can charge up and do a much more powerful one. Ah, right, I'm hitting my mic. That's not something I thought I'd say. And I just caught it again. Okay. Don't worry, my mic is fine. Fine. Just, we're fine. We're fine here now. Thank you. How are you? Oh yeah, and you need to do the charge in order to smash through the last bit. And also to get out of this is going to give us the PS Move Sharpshooter, met with resistance. That's a reference to the resistance game. Oh, okay. All the pieces. Oh, yeah. Almost had it. Okay, hang on. Okay, there we go. I just raised it up a bit. Wow, it's really in front of my face now. And here's the other one. The move shooting attachment. Stop, and my mom will shoot. Oh, sorry. Move will shoot. Sorry. There's a Sylvester Stallone movie called Stop or My Mom Will Shoot, and that's actually a line spoken in the movie. All the physics and features. Yeah, it is, and it also showcases something that sadly well, there haven't been many PS1 first-party games, but a lot of games haven't really taken advantage of the fact that you've got the haptic feedback, you've got the adaptive controller, and it's just so cool. It makes things so fun and unique. Okay. And that's it for 3 bar. Gonna say hi to Snake. And the classic. The infamous cardboard box. Get that guy out. These. And make our way into frigid flows. And you can tell it's cold because poor Astro's getting chilly. Sorry. Ooh, artifact time. We have the move navigation controller. The motion controls left hand mouse. That would have been like to use. Double back a second to get some more coins and say hello to. I'm not sure what it's supposed to be. Anyway, moving on. On the ice, Astro becomes the biggest kid. Sort of. Poor guys. Oh. And artifact. Ah, the PS3 upcarded. And first disc, first games. Well, one of the earliest times when PlayStation games at least became Blu-ray discs. Nice little nod to Uncharted 3 there. Whee! Way! Oh, I think well, there's a puzzle piece around, just ahead. Now, yep. Other two will be in the next that we come to. Oh no, hang on. Yeah. Okay. 3. That. Twice. Oh, I've got to blow again. Into the controller, but into the controller. You literally had to blow into the controller. Oh, okay. Oh. Need to switch. And there's number 4. Well, I think this bit needs no introduction. Resident Evil. The first one. With Jill Valentine and Chris Redfield. And if for anyone who's interested, Nikkei, Goddess of Victory Nikkei, it's almost finished, but there is currently a Resident Evil collab going. And you can get Jill, Claire, and Ada. Okay, let's move on to Hotel Hopalop. I'm actually gonna quickly pop to the bathroom. I'm not gonna hit start recording or anything. But be back in a bit.
Blinding lights, lost in your eyes, feeling the pressure. You and I, spending the night, chasing forever. For you, oh no, I'd be your one and only. Don't let me go, don't leave me lonely. Say you'll stay through the pain, say you won't go running. Let me in through your veins, get off on my loving.
Okay, I am back. Sorry about that. Let's get on this hotel hop along. Alright. One positive. Please let me know if you don't want me to keep saying that's one positive, that's two positive. Oh, let's get that big coin. Okay, I'm an ice cube. Okay. Okay. Shit. This is a hard bit. Oh man. I mean, if you're going for a speedrun strat, to be honest, you don't necessarily need, well, you don't necessarily need to get all the coins. I just like to, and also, there's a puzzle piece up there, so. Hey, there we go. There. Go. Yeah. There we go. Oh, another a trophy opportunity over here. TP, well, you have to do TP uppies. Like, no, 5 times? So, I've already got the trophy. I've already got the platinum for this game. Oh, Jurassic World Evolution 3. I should play Jurassic. I've actually wondered whether I should play Jurassic World Evolution 2. Well, both. Whoops. Okay. First artifact. Why am I saying first artifact? It's literally, there's only 2 artifacts per. Anyway, PSP UMD. Yeah, I got quite well acquainted with these, even though I didn't get that many PSP games. Now that I think about it, one of them was, well, one of them was the first Ratchet and Clank game I ever played. Size matters, and I ever shot the thing. There we go. I'm saying there we go a lot. Okay, we're good. Oh. Yeah. All balled up there. What's that? Oh. Yeah, this is what happens when you're not focusing. There we go. Why am I saying? You ever do that? You never do something where you're like, you do something and you do a lot and you don't realize you're actually doing it, and then once you realize you're doing it, you can't stop thinking about it. Oh my god. Now this. You know, if I ever play this again, if I ever play this game again on stream and I can get one work, at this point I should have a death counter for this game. You never would have thought you'd need a death counter for a game like this, but yeah. weird. Yeah. Funny how sometimes it just doesn't. Sometimes it just doesn't work. You try and try and try. It doesn't work, and then you do it once. Then it works, and then you try and do it again subsequently, and it goes back to not working. What is that? Like, what is that? Anyway, the PlayStation Portable loves being held, and yeah, I had so many good times with this thing. Left it alone, and then found it again, and the battery had decided to explode. Everything else was fine. The console itself, it's the rest of it is fine. Just can't do anything with it until I get a new battery. I would like to do that because one of the games that I played was Star Wars Battlefront Renegade Squadron, and also Star Wars Battlefront Elite Squadron, which is kind of one of those. Oh, here we go. Here's the end of Cooling Spring. Yeah, two of the PSP games I had were the Star Wars Battlefront Elite Renegade and Elite Squadron. The latter of which was, in fact, a admittedly very poor attempt to salvage Star Wars Battlefront 3. The original Battlefront 3 that was developed by Free Radical, I believe? I can't remember, I'd have to look it up. But they were developing a Battlefront 3. And TLDR, it got cancelled for some reason. And there is a version you can play if you go looking for it that's been worked on by fans. And yeah, it's Elite Squadron was a fun game, but my favorite was Renegade. And funnily enough, I kind of got a bit stuck on the Galactic Conquest for both Star Wars Battlefront 2 2005. And I say 2000. The reason why I'm saying 2005 is because there's two Star Wars Battlefront 2s. There's the one that came out in 2005 on the PS2, and then there's the one that came out on. Oh, got the rapper over here. He gets a lot more love in Astrobot, but yeah. There's you've got the PS2 version of Battlefront, and then you've got the PS4/Xbox One version, which came out in 2017. Oh, just adjusting my headphones. But yeah, I struggled in both Battlefront 2 2005 and Renegade Squadron's Galactic Conquest. Well, actually, no, I think I struggled a little bit in both. More so Battlefront 2 2005, because I didn't know you could rebuild your fleets. But anyway, here we have the first version of PS3. A great power. Yeah, great. I suppose what I can say is about the Galactic Conquest and Renegade Squadron is I enjoyed the Galactic Conquest for Battlefront 2 2005 and Renegade Squadron more than the 2004 Battlefront game and Elite Squadron, because they were just a bit too, well, I can excuse Battlefront 2 Star Battlefront 2004's. I love that you can interact with this stuff, just whacking stuff and because, well, I can excuse Battlefront 2004's, and yeah, same reason I'm saying Battlefront 2004 for the same reason as Battlefront 2 2005, because there's a Star Wars Battlefront that came out in because there's the Battlefront that came out in 2004 and the Battlefront that came out in 2015. Yeah. So, yeah, the one that came out in 2004, that one was the very first game, and it is a really fun game. I would, if you're a Star Wars fan and you want to experience want to have a fun little experience, definitely find it. But I would highly recommend getting the original, like the original versions, and not the classic collection, because that game was a hot mess, and as far as I know, it's not much better. And also, you can get the original games a lot cheaper, and you won't be losing 60 odd gigabytes of your storage space. The original games are less than 5, or even, well, I'm not sure about. They're small. They're smaller. They're significantly smaller. And one of the things that we kind of I saw on the comments about the classic collection is, where did they find all this extra stuff? I mean, it's like what I was saying about earlier in the stream about like why video games are so big nowadays. And that reminds me of Fortnite Warframe, in that Warframe has been going for such a long time. It's got so much content, and yet they haven't gotten rid of anything like they've done in Destiny 2, which I would say has definitely hurt the game, because it basically means that people can't experience the Red War, they can't experience Curse of Osiris and Warmind. Those two expansions weren't the best received, but it's still content, and in some ways the stories aren't that bad. I did like them, honestly, but yeah, it's so strange that the classic collection has ballooned up in size. The PSP microphone. Fuck, man. But yeah, when it comes to Star Wars Battlefront 2004, it makes a lot of sense. What? It yeah, there. But yeah, it just had, ooh. Oh yeah, and speaking of the adapt triggers, yeah. Yeah, you can literally, when I was squeezing the balls, you can feel there's resistance on the L2 and on the R2 button. Simple things please little minds. Oh dear. Yeah. What was it? Oh yeah, the original Battlefront. Obviously, this was way back in 2004 when, like, that was way back when. Oh yeah, there's a thing where you can go to the extra boss that I mentioned. But yeah, Battlefront what? Battlefront 2004. It had a modest amount of maps, and it had a modest amount of maps. Oh, close to finding out what that is. Well, I know what it is, but I'm not going to say what it is. More speedrun challenges. What do you do? Yeah, if you couldn't tell, I'm not a speedrunner. I will speedrun if I have to. Like when you're doing Lego Star Wars the complete saga super stories. The original trilogy ones are a nightmare. Oh man. But when it comes to Battlefront 2004, I will get to the point. Its Galactic Conquest is fun, but very, very basic. It's very typical of the first game in a series, in that it lacks a lot of the I was gonna say motivation. it lacks a lot of certain mechanics that the second Battlefront 2 2005 had. Or I'd say most more or less it's more a case of it lacks the maps. It lacks a lot of the maps, and you couldn't roll forwards. You couldn't. I was gonna say you couldn't get into vehicles, but you can. Oh, the old crash over. We enter GPU Forest, which is the PS4 era, and this was. I mean, I had a lot of time. I did spend a lot of time in PS2, but I feel there's a GPU having a sing song. It's the only track on this game's album that has lyrics. Yeah, I'm saying but yeah a lot. Oh my god. So. I did spend a lot of time on PS2, but PS4 was when things really shifted for me. Like, when I really got kind of into major gaming. That was when I got a PS Plus subscription and actually ventured into online multiplayer with the 2015 Battlefront, which was fun to start with, and then I kind of... My years of being a single player person kind of started to show, and got a bit of Monster Hunter World over here. And initially I thought, oh, Final Fantasy 15. Those things went crazy. But no, this is Monster Hunter World was the one that came out during that era. Wilds is the one that's come out recently. That's yeah. Dear Dreams, game where you could literally make your own games. It's still available, it's still playable. Just its support has been finished, and that's from the developers who made Little Big Planet. Over here, there are the lyrics for the song that plays in this area. The move motion controller. Pulled over from the PS3 era. Oh, it's Castlevania, I think. Where I was going with the Battlefront conquest. You picked a faction, you picked a campaign, and you basically kept going until the opposing faction wouldn't get to take a turn unless you lost a battle, for whatever reason. And wait. What with this flowers? and you would rack up, I guess, charges, I guess. And eventually you'd be able to use your faction's, I guess, special ability? So I could call it special ability, but with the Republic, you cause an upright. No. You. Well, the Republic and the Rebellion basically cause uprising / revolt from planets. The Separatists would blockade a planet, and the Empire would just, you know, straight up destroy it. And for the Republic and the Rebellion, you'd still be able to... You'd control the planet and get access to the planetary bonus, and every single planet had a bonus that you gained once you conquered the planet. And over here we have a bit of Bloodborne. Which will be very interesting when we do the extra boss. I think you have to complete the whole... Yeah, you have to complete the whole story. Oh, the whole story. You have to complete every level and get every single bot, I think, before you can access the special area. And I did see something in the right-hand corner. I have not forgotten. Oh, I remember these guys from the Astrobot Rescue Mission. I don't hurt you. You just get knocked off. Break those and say hello to Joel and Ellie, the last of us. Switch her over here. Yeah. Okay, we're good. We are good. And what I was saying about and with the Empire and the Separatists, you lost access to the boat. So it's a case of a bit of Uncharted there. So you basically have to choose which planet you wanted to effectively lose. Which one you didn't really care for. Pass upon, I think. Again, I think would drive me insane. Oh, let's not get crushed by that. Yeah. I hit a save point. I know I hit a set point, but no, I don't want to get spiked. Oh, this guy. Alert. Here's Vita. Why go disc when you can go card? Have I had the pleasure of playing on a PS Vita, unfortunately? And got a bit of... I was going to say The Last of Us. That Days Gone. With Deacons. I don't remember his surname, but I do know he was voiced and based on Sam Witwer. He's also started. That's also on this game. We've got this little monkey. Sort of makes a return in Astrobot. Not quite like this, but... My boot! In the words of Jacksepticeye, my boot! Oh, whoops. I did not see what. Yeah, to give a little TLDR on the whole Battlefront thing. Basically, with what Star Wars Battlefront 2004's Galactic Conquest, I can excuse its basic this because of how old it was. It was made in 2004, so it was the first ever game. It was the first game in the series, so of course it's gonna have some. I'm not hitting the mic again. Come on. Not this time. Oh. The camera. Perfect fit for your playroom, which is where this, well actually it was at the VR playroom, but same difference. The VR playroom where Astrobot was first introduced in a very little, very basic mini game. Became Astrobot Racing. Wait. To get the money. Gotta get those coins. Oh. TLDR. Star Wars Battlefront 2004. Very basic galactic conquest. Understandable because first gen series. Elite Squadron. Very. It too had a basic galactic conquest, but it was just kind of boring, and I didn't like it. But I did enjoy Elite Squadron. It was a fun little game, but that was largely because it had what was called a virtual battleground, whereby you. Come on, I know I can do this. I think I'm worried about hitting my mic. Oh dear. But yeah. Oh, I should have a but yeah counter. I really should. No. And then the D-pad into the thing. No. The dual shop 4. Oh man, how much time did I spend with one of these? Still got a blue one. 3. Yeah. Oh, dear. Never gonna stop saying it. It's a shame that Elite Squadron. Basically, you fought on the grid, fight on the ground, you fight in the air, and in space. It was all seamless, and it's kind of the epitome of what Battlefront fans would love from a Battlefront game. To be able to fight on the ground, in the Ray Trace Ruined. Ray tracing is a fancy little feature, if you've got the right TV for it. It's basically just another graphical improvement method that a little bit of Eden / Dark Souls. I might not be the biggest fan of these games, but it's still cool. It's still really cool to see all these games from PlayStation's history referenced. It's literally one of the best things about the game. Ooh, the VR processor unit. Nobody really knows what's going in there. And this thing, yeah, you need this to be able to play PSVR games. PSVR. Yeah. Oh my god. Yeah. Way. Oh, a little bit of Jack and Jack. They've updated them really well in the. They've updated them really well in the Astrobot game. The PS Vita. Love to have its backstroke, and yeah, you see the back of it? Yeah, you can basically interact with the game with that little back hit. You played oh god, what's the game called? Okay, what's it called? Yeah, to finish off the whole Battlefront game. Oh. Finally. What? Oh, Battlefront. Yeah. It'd be better if I was playing Train Sim. I'd actually be able to talk. Excuse me. Yeah. Oh dear. Yeah. It really is a shame with what happened with Battlefront series in general, because I mean first Battlefront 3 gets cancelled. Then we have the pretty good Renegade Squadron. Then we have Elite Squadron, which honestly should have been its own thing, rather than trying to salvage the story of Star Wars 3. Boss fight time. Then you have Star Wars Battlefront 2015, which generates controversy for skipping out on a single-player campaign. Reportedly was because EA wanted to get the game up before Star Wars The Force Awakens, just so that they could have that Jakku map. It's a cool map. Don't get me wrong, it's a cool map, but that's well. Yes. And get. And then 2017 rolls around, and we get a game where, and then Star Wars Battlefront 2 2017 has the whole loot box fiasco, which got major coverage. Oh, a little bit of Tekken over here. Heihachi and I don't remember. Yeah, can you tell I don't play Tekken? I have played Injustice. I have played the Injustice game. That's about it. Fortunately, the 2017 Battlefront game, it did get better and had a lot of. It was kind of like No Man's Sky in that it was allowed to actually become better. Whereas, look, we got rid of the pay to win aspect, and hey, here's one of my good friends. The VR head's there. If I hadn't have gotten one of these, I probably wouldn't be playing. Well, I think I would have played Astro's Playroom anyway, regardless of whether I'd actually played Astro's Playroom, the Astrobot Rescue Mission. But Astrobot Rescue Mission is such a fun game. I don't know if I'll ever stream it because I don't at this point know how to stream and do VR stuff. I'm not sure how I'd be able to interact with chat, perfectly honest. But yeah, this I got this from my uncle. He sent me his, and I've had some good times. I should really get it up and running. But, yeah, it's such a shame of what's happened to the Battlefield series because it's one of those. It's literally one of the best aspects of the franchise. Like, if you actually got the physical game box for Battlefront 2, it actually says on the back that it's the best-selling part, the best-selling part of Star Wars game ever. And and mainly because of just as much as because you've got the Jedi Knight, the Star Wars, the Jedi Knight slash Dark Forces slash Jedi Knight game. There's just something about the Battlefront games that are just the VR aim controller, VR reactor. Yeah, the Battlefront games just been such amazing. They are probably the most. They provide the best experience in like the most war, because obviously it's called Star Wars, and I guess people just love being able to experience the battles for themselves, to be able to participate in the conflict and whatnot. Nope. Oh man, this startup. Again, how many times did I see this? It's funny how I spent the. It's funny how I have the fondest memories for the even Battlefront games. A little bit of journey over here. Yeah, sorry for going on and on and on about Battlefront and not quite getting to the point as quickly as I perhaps should have. Like I said, I probably should be playing Train Sim whilst trying to talk about something like that. Yeah, Battlefront, they have been a major part of my life, because the first the first game I ever played was Lego Star Wars 3. And I also played Star Wars Battlefront 2004 and Star Wars Republic Command. Those three games were among the first I ever played. So yeah, probably play some Lego games on the channel at some point. You're probably wondering why I'm shooting these. Well, one, for coins, and you can actually get a trophy for doing this. I think it's well done, boy. The Kratos inspired thing. Yeah, extra coins are never a bad thing. Especially when you've got a Gamba. That's something I didn't say when I was actually in the machine. I love how it's clear, color-coded balls, capture pods for the. Did I get them all? Yes, I did. You've got the clear ones with the colored bottoms for the puzzle pieces. You've got the silver ones for got thumbs, the tops of the thumbstick. You've got the silver ones for like that's just extra stuff to go in the lab with. And then the gold ones are expensive. And I still have this. I still have my one of this. Yeah, I totally didn't just point at the screen like you can all see me pointing. Promised greatness delivered more. Saying the PS5 couldn't quite. But the PS5 is still a decent. It's still a great piece of gear. Definitely. Yes, there aren't any major first-party games, but it's still a good piece of gear. I literally love it. Okay, that's all 4 sections lit up. You've collected all 4 key PlayStation artifacts. Wait, what's that sound? It's coming from the basement of CPU Plaza. You better go and investigate. Okay, well, go and see what's going on. Open. Speedrun challenges. This is so cool. We are now in CPU Plaza after dark, and you'll have to look up that track, because once you've completed what I'm about to do, this never comes back. Well, what could possibly be over here? (1994). 21 years ago, the PlayStation launched. Ken. Demo discs. Anyone old enough to remember those? Technically I am, but I never got them. I was too young to really get gaming magazines. I spent more time getting the Beaner. This track is rather appropriately, the track playing right now, is rather appropriately called They Don't Make Them Like They Used to, or this. Here's a major throwback for anyone who's old enough. Does anyone remember the demo disc? With the T-Rex that showed up in the first Tomb Raider game? This is a boss fight that kind of needs its focus, even though it's over just like that. Or is it? Oh boy. That right there is one of the hardest. Oh no. Ah, stupid crystals. I have managed to get through it without dying. But, oh boy. Oh. Hey, go trophy! That's the win, baby! And now we have the credit! Which you can destroy for coins! I did the same thing with Astrobot Rescue Mission, where you had one of the power-ups, which was another minigun. And you could shoot the credits, shoot the words as they went up, as they passed you. And you could get a trophy for the trophy called Shoot the Shoe. And that's someone who had shoe in their name. You'll notice that 2 of the letters are gold, and those ones get you extra money. You don't get, well, I just love the fact you can do this. I mean, getting extra points, right? And I don't know, there's just something sweet about doing a credit like this. Really, I knew a Jamie Smith one. Oh, let's not get paid. Dude, that might have been the guy you had to whose name you had to shoot. Kenneth Young. What a song. The music for these games is just fantastic. And thank you for playing. How many games actually have something like this? How many games? And now we have some non-destructible credits. Oh, and special thanks to Guerrilla Games Media Molecule, London Studio, Pixel Opus, Insomniac Games, San Diego. Yeah, those were the studios, people who lent the bits from their games in this. Oh, one more thing. Because of course, we got all 4 generations of all 4 the previous generations. Can't forget the 5. Pulse 3D wireless headset makes things sound as 3D as they look. Yeah, it would be better if the band was made of metal. I had those. Sound was great. Band ended up snapping because it's made of plastic. So. HD camera. Camera looks like a clamora. Yeah, it does actually. The Jill scent. It's in your hands now. Yeah. And I'm holding mine right now. Well, of course I'm holding. How else am I gonna play this game without? Wait. There it is. Number 5 is alive! Nice little short circuit reference. Very good. Well, oh, yeah, good move. Well, good movie. I've only seen the second one. I'm Danny 5. Okay. Nice. Congratulations! You collected all 5 key PlayStation artifacts, but your search doesn't end there. Can you track down every artifact? And there's the little portal to the secret labo. And through here is the area for the Astrobot game. Mission room. Notice there's some bots. Some extra bots. And I do have this game finally. Already played a fair bit of it. Probably gonna finish it and then end it soon. But it's definitely been a load of fun. Let's go and gacha. Those 4 spots are where some extra pops can go when you find them in the various worlds. Oh, fudge. Oh, no. Money? Okay. Ooh. The Chibi PS1. Well, the first PS1 that was called PS1. Oh, the PS4. Yeah, I never got one of those. PSP Go. No UMD. OMG. A home. You get a trophy for walking through that. Second type of PS3. Oh, it can't get any smaller than this. Ah. Short of a little too short. Okay, we've got all the murals done. Okay. And, various iterations of the PS or the PlayStation logo before they settle on what we all know and love. What we're both most familiar with. And the original says it's right, an entertainment thing. Hit it enough times. Oh man. And here's my did I just I almost feel like I perfectly recreated the GIF I used on my stream. Let's go and see if we can find one of the other bots, which involves us going back to GPU jungle. I was about to say GPU forest. Render. A special boss is hidden and trapped in Render Forest. Can you find it and solve the riddle? Said it. Imagine doing this for the first time. Man, I literally had to wait for... guide because I didn't know. Especially the one in cooling ring. Fortunately, I know where I'm going for this. Moment. There's Bloodborne again. Wait. Well, I'll become relevant. Those guys. And go over here and get. Get that up again. Oh, there it is. I went left off. No, hang on. There's a thing around it. Moment. That game help is available for this game. Okay, I missed something. Ah, there we go. And it's the Bloodborne bot. And 2 places at once. Find the thing. On. Sorry about this. Ah, 35. Do something, Astro. Push. Oh boy, okay. No, I do not want to complete. Restart. See what that does. Well, at least I can get some more coins. Great thing. Okay. Maybe it had a bit of a thing because I decided to go, I did it out of order. I mean, I do remember some bits of how to do the date. Hey! Okay, I'm gonna... Plugging my iPad in. I am such a... Oh, all I had to do was press the options button. Okay. Yep. 24th of November was the date that we got Bloodborne. Blimey. I just realised what that means. So on the 24th of this of next month, Bloodborne is going to be 10 years old. Wow. That is nuts. That is absolutely nuts. And there's another special birthday coming up next week. Well, no, in 2 weeks. In 2 weeks, I'm going to be doing something very, very special. Just gonna take care of the one for Hot Speed, which is both cool and, sorry, honestly one of the most, it's a frustrating one. I mean, the comment on the video that I'm using, top comment is, come on Sony, seriously, how is anybody supposed to figure this out without a guide? You saved my sanity, thanks dude, thumbs up emoji. And honestly, when this came out, Sony basically took us back to the days without the internet, where the only guides you had were looking them up, well, basically just hoping you could figure them out on your own. Which is, I mean, yeah, you had to do that, but at the same time, it's like, for real? Are we seriously? Honestly. But just yet. Oh. I don't know, out of order. This one is one of the most, oh boy. It's a fun one. It's a fun one, but it's still, okay. Because, well, with this one, you have to step on the starfish in a specific order. Actually, let me do myself a favor, rather than, so I'm not looking down all the time, because that's kind of what I'm doing. One moment.
I've seen relics of kingdoms past and crowns of ancient kings. I've heard stories of distant lands, realms I long to reach. Your voice, it beckons me to go to worlds unexplored. to leave behind my home and wonder.
Okay, sorry, I thought someone was here, but they are not. Oh, that's right, sorry. Don't need that. Yeah, the trick with this is you have to do them in a specific order. You literally can't... Come on. There we go. So... that guy... Yes. Put the... Yes. Sorry. We just got an Amazon delivery. Okay. Get the last one. And then the last one is over here. Oh, there's the... Ugh. There we go. I just need to find something else and we can get started. Oh. This is the Gran Turismo bot. Now, that bit was complicated in and of itself. But next, we have to find a steering wheel. Oh, there it is. Now once we've done that, you notice the sound effects have changed. Go. Yeah, that little route that we saw on the bot, underneath the bot. Yeah, you gotta follow that. So you gotta remember what it was. Yeah. And there we go. So that's second bot done. Well, it's not actually the second bot, but it's the second bot I've chosen to do. So, nope, I don't want CPU Plaza. Let's go to the labo. And see those bots in their lovely little area. Hey, Bibley. It's nice to see you here. Right. Unfortunately, I'm gonna be wrapping up, but you're just in time to see me say hi to the Bloodborne, the Hunter, Bloodborne Hunter, and Gran Turismo Racing bots. It's not much, but I do like it. It's a nice little feature, and I will obviously get the other two next week and do just a little bit more. How many? Let's spend the coins we have. Why not? I don't care. Just a little extra thing. Okay. Way. Yep. Oh, now I got their box playing on the PS4. Oh. The PS4 Pro. Would have liked to have gotten one of these things, but in all the time that literally, this is one of the. It's such a good. It's so cool. I mean, I might not know every single game reference, but there are just so many of them, and it's absolutely fantastic, and I love it. I absolutely love it. Yeah, the PS4 Pro. In all the time that I was looking to get one, never reduced in price. Like, not once did it ever reduce in price. Like, consoles seem to do that, where they reduce in price after a bit. But, well, I skipped this and went for PS5. had to worry about scalpers, but I got it, and yeah, I've been having tons of fun. Yep. For the gacha we can do at the moment. Hey, PS3 mural is done. Basically, people who would buy the consoles buy the consoles in bulk and then sell them on for inflated prices. I mean, the PS5 isn't exactly a cheap console anyway, but they basically get hold of them and hold them and basically be like, "Hey, buddy, wanna buy a watch?" Oh yeah, basically same deal as Pokemon cards, basically anything like that. And yeah, I got hold of mine because Sony did a thing where they offered a select number of people the opportunity to buy direct from them. You could buy a PS4 direct from PS5 direct from them, and I did it. I did that, and oh. There's a little reference to Astrobot Rescue Mission. And yeah, honestly, I would love to figure out the logistics of playing this on stream. It would be so cool. Oh, there's Big Brother. From the level, Big Brother. Oh. Oh, the giant monkey where you smashed out its teeth. Yeah. Oh man, what a time. What a fun that game was. But yeah, with the PS5, I got mine. I was literally freaking out, worrying about it being intercepted. especially since I was looking at effectively it was going to be available. It was going to be stationary, as it were. It was going to be stationary in a post office somewhere, and I was a little worried that it would somehow be grabbed. But fortunately, fortunately it came early, and I could not have been happier. And oddly enough, I had Markiplier's The Last Goodbye from the In Space with Markiplier. Sorry. The In Space with Markiplier. Ugh. In Space with the In Space with Markiplier web thing. I literally had that playing, and I was literally over the moon, and I can't remember when this was. It was a couple of years ago now, and I kid you not, as much as people have gone on with like, oh, there aren't any games for PlayStation, for PS5, it's like, yeah, there might not be that many, but I've been playing on this PS5, which I call the Blunderdome. I've been playing on this like the longest time. Ever since I got it, ever since I booted it up and started playing, I've been playing on this. It is worth it. If only for the fact that you can just get cool graphics. This lovely little guy and second an Astrobot. It's 60 quid, but definitely worth it. It's got all. You think about all the Easter eggs in this game, all the characters you can see. Yeah, just oh man, you get that, but they get some of them like Jack and Daxter get more fleshed out bots. Yeah, it does. I mean, it will say it does. I love the references in this, like the old massive TV. I remember having a TV like that. Jack and Daxter. Yeah, I have. Fortunately, that was something that's been available to PS Plus for ages, and they haven't removed it from the catalog. There's all 4 of the games: Jack 1, 2, Jack and Daxter Precursor Legacy, Jack and Daxter 2, Jack 3, and Jack X. I need to get back to Precursor. That might be a stream thing actually. Oh man, the DualShock 4, the light bar, that thing was so cool. Whenever you, one thing you could do is whenever you're playing something like Battlefront 2015 and yeah, 2017, but 2015 definitely. Whenever you fired, the light bar would flash red, and if you played Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order, the light bar would reflect. It would change according to the color of the lightsaber, according to what color lightsaber you have, which is enough. It's a really cool feature, and it's such a shame that certain features of the PlayStation controller haven't been used. Like the light bar was kind of underused, and also the haptic feedback and adaptive triggers for the PS5 controller. And if you saw, I don't know how many people have seen my going live notification, but yes, Astrobot can floss. Anyway, I have been live for probably longer than I have been, and I think it's safe to say that it's probably time for me to call it. Time for me to... Yeah, I will admittedly, those kind of things are very much like, they're very specific. But one game that did use the haptic feedback is Dirt 5. Because you can be driving on tarmac, and you can go from tarmac to dirt to mud, and there's a difference. And if you get some air, if you actually get some air, you basically, there's an absence of feeling, and I'm gesturing like you can see me. Yeah, admittedly, the haptic feedback is probably the thing that could have gotten used a lot more, but got used the most. Yeah, it's unfortunate, but definitely really cool. But anyway. Just having a look at the things I can add to my stream. Okay. See if I can see about raiding. I think some of the ratcheting, yeah. Rift Apart definitely uses the haptic feedback a lot as one of its core aspects. And to be honest, I should probably play. I think I am going to try something. I'm going to try and play the older games. And I can play those on my PS5. The only catch is I have to stream them. So we might have to hope that my internet will allow for that. Because otherwise, well, we might have to live with some grainy footage. Oh, hey, Sleeve. We're just getting ready to... Yeah, I remember gold weapons, but... Yeah, okay, I need to raid out. So... Oh, nice. That was... Well, tell me in DMs how that's been going, Sleeve, yes, because we are going to raid out. Hopefully. Raid message because, well, let's see if we can raid. Yep. Okay. See you guys next time. Okay. I'm gonna raid Valzar, friend of mine. He is doing some DBD and just got a major hype train, major love done. He is from Finland. He is amazing. He is someone I've really enjoyed the company of, and I will see you all next time. Bye.